If there's one thing I hear from people growing businesses time and time and time again, it's why are there never enough hours in the day? I constantly hear people saying that they feel like they're firefighting, they're just constantly reactive, they always have a million things to do, and yet there is just never the time to get things done, and they always feel like they're behind. So what I want to do with you today is share some of my favourite but also my simplest tips on how to try to overcome this so that you can feel more organised, you can feel more consistent, and you can feel an awful lot calmer in your business and actually feel like you are getting your stuff done. So the first thing I want to share with you is that more often than not, when you're in this space of feeling like there are just not enough hours in the day and you just can't get through things, you can't get on top of things, frequently the cause of that is that you are working in a reactive way. So you don't plan very well because actually planning is something you don't have time for. You haven't got the time to plan because you've got a million things to do, so you just dive in and do it. And what that means is that you are just diving from one task to the next. You're not really focusing on what are the most important things. You're not able to group tasks or do things in a faster way by doing things in bulk. And it tends to just backfire and everything just takes longer because you are dashing around with no organisation at all. So the thing I would encourage you to do today, if you're feeling like a blue arse fly, is simplify things. Don't try to become a beacon of organisation all at once. Don't try to change everything about the way you structure your day, your week, your business because you've decided this is the time to make a difference. Because actually what you do there is if you try to implement too much change all at once, it'll be brilliant for a few days, then actually that in itself will get totally overwhelming and you will throw the whole thing out of the window. So what you really want to do is just start small. Look for the areas of disorganisation in your business. Look for the really obvious things. Do you have 8 million post-its on your desk or on your wall? Do you have big piles of paperwork? Do you have lots of client notes or different things like that? Do you have stuff like that, which is a visual evidence of disorganisation, because that visual stuff will play with your mind. That is your visual symbol that I am disorganised and there is too much to do. So think about those visual things and how you can organise things like that differently. But think about bite-sized chunks. So if you've got a mountain of paperwork in your office, just think about taking an inch of it each day. Just sort out 1 inch a day. Just do it bit by bit by bit, and you will gradually reduce the mountain. One of the key things that you can do, though, is look at the way that you organise your diary and you organise your time. Have a think about what you actually do with your diary. Do you use it to drive your activities, or do you not really bother planning things? Do you not bother with to-do lists because it tends to go out of the window anyway? I would always encourage you to find a really good system of managing to-do lists or managing your workload that works for you. For some people, piece of paper is absolutely perfect. For other people, it's systems like Trello, Asana, Monday.com, various different things like that. For some people, post-it notes work. I'll be honest, that's very rarely the answer because it's not very well organised. So just look at really simple things like adding more structure to your diary over the course of the week. So things that have a habit of coming in and kiboshing you, give them a specific time in your diary and be more proactive about how you approach those things and about organising them deliberately rather than letting them just take control. One of the most significant things that you can do to take back control, oh my God, I sound like the government, to take back control of your week and of your diary is just get in the habit of taking a breath. Ask yourself regularly throughout the day, am I working on the right thing? Every time something comes in that wants to steal your attention, ask yourself, is this what I should focus on right now? Is this my number one priority, or should I park this and come back to this? Just take those breaths and be more deliberate, and what you'll find is that you start to manage your day instead of your day just managing you or running riot and there not being any management at all. So the key thing to bear in mind with all of this is how you structure your day, how you manage your workload, and how you take control of all of this stuff is actually your responsibility. If you feel like you are never proactive, it's because you're actually not taking responsibility for your workload, for your time, for your structure, and for where your attention and your energy is going. So This is your business. It is your responsibility. If you take responsibility for your time, you will find that everything will run far smoother. If that sounds like a massive mountain and you have no idea where to start, this is one of my sweet spots. Head over to my website, tailory.co.uk, to have a look at the ways that I can help you, or just drop me a message and let's have a conversation about getting you into a magnificent sea of calm and organisation in your business.